Hello friends, and welcome to Happy and Free Yoga with Maureen. Thank you for joining me for what's going to be my holiday yoga session here, focused on joy and peace. So please find a nice comfortable spot on your mat and let the weight of your body come down to the mat, taking a moment to settle right here. And then when you're ready, lower your gaze just a little bit and let your attention come inward. And find the breath in the body. I'm going to offer some words here for you to follow along with your breath. Inhale, fullness into my chest. Exhale, release my shoulders. Inhale, lift my heart. Exhale, yield my weight to the earth. Inhale, I invite a smile. I'm doing yoga. Exhale, soften the brow. This moment is for me. Inhale the joy of this moment. Exhale the peace of this moment. Inhale joy for the world. Exhale peace for the world. Inhale and exhale. Fullness, release, lift, and yield. Smile and soften. Joy and peace. Joy and peace. Gently let your right ear come over to your right shoulder. And then take a nice big breath in here. And on the exhale, roll the chin down towards the chest, sighing out the breath. And then bring that left ear over to the left shoulder. And take a big breath in here. And on the exhale, sigh the chin down, roll it towards the chest. Once more each side. And pause at the bottom and just stretch out the back of the neck anywhere that it needs a little attention. And then inhale, raise the crown up and roll the shoulders forward, up towards the ears, and then the shoulder blades drop down the back. And let's do a shoulder roll one more time. Waking up those shoulders. And bring your hands to the heart. Feel them press together. Exhale here. Inhale, open. Let the shoulder blades come together. Exhale, home. Inhale, open. Exhale, home. Couple more times. Make that breath big. Once more. Now taking your right hand, place it on the earth and reach that left hand up to the sky. Reaching apart, pressing that right hand into the earth so your left hip presses down a little. Reaching, reaching, and then just a little side bend. Inhale through the center and press that left hand into the mat. Let the right hand reach for the sky. Press firmly enough into the mat that you feel your right hip press down into the earth. Reaching apart here. And release. And inhale, raise both hands up to the sky. And on the exhale, twist, placing one hand outside the knee. Take that revolution of the spine. Inhale, reach both hands up. And exhale, twist to the other side. And once more, each side. Inhale, up to center. And exhale and twist. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, twist. And then coming back to center and just noticing how the upper body is feeling. And then when you're ready, roll over your knees and come in onto your hands and knees for our next posture, cat-cow. Because it's kind of a cool morning here, I'm still wearing my socks. If you're doing outdoor yoga with me in a cool temperature, you might consider dressing for the occasion. Coming onto your hands and knees and just warming up the spine. Inhale into Bidhilasana and exhale Marjariasana. Inhale into that cow pose. Exhale into that cat pose. And then just feel into your back. Let your attention drop into your own body for a few breaths. Really moving the spine. Warming it up. Taking one more and then meeting me in table. For table, we're going to do the balance table. Placing your hands now ready for table. Hands are right underneath the shoulder points. Knees are underneath the hips. Press that right heel back, lengthening out like it's an extension of your spine. Take the gaze just a little beyond the edge of the mat and let the left thumb reach for the sky. Activate the back body and take a big breath in here. Exhale, make it long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, long. Bring the left hand down and the right knee down. Switching sides, press the left heel out. Add the right thumb to the sky. Inhale, a little lift. Exhale, long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, long. Inhale, lift. Exhale, long. And bring that hand and knee back to the mat. Tuck the toes. Walk the hands back. Draw the heels together. Just get a little bit of a soul stretch here. And then roll forward, untuck the toes, and just lift the fronts of the knees just a little bit if that's okay for you. And then switch back. Just stretching out the soles of the feet and the fronts of the shins just a bit. And I'm going to take my socks off here because we're ready to get a little traction for some of our standing poses. So float forward into your plank pose. Feel the body become long. Exhale, push it up to down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, push it up to down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Drop the knees, push the hips back towards the heels. Lengthen out through the fingertips. Float it forward. Squeeze the glutes, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the toes, and push it up to down dog. Pausing in down dog here and just press the heels towards the mat, lengthening out your hamstrings a bit. And just make sure the hands and the feet are kind of in the same line of traffic. Fingers are spread wide, and the base of the thumb and the first two fingers is where you're going to be bearing weight. Now roll up onto the balls of your feet so the heels are high and the tailbone is high. And then slowly bring the heels down towards the mat as low as they'll reach. Get a bit of a calf stretch there. And then sway the hips left and right, lengthening out the side body. And then with your next inhale, glancing between the thumbs, and on the exhale, stepping or hopping forward. Coming to your forward fold. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Let the spine be nice and long. Exhale, soften and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay lifted. Exhale, draw the navel in. Shoulder blades down. Inhale, fill the body. And exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, squeeze the glutes, and lift the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. And release. And we're in our standing posture now and getting ready for a little flow. Come to the top of your mat and find your mountain posture. Ground through your heels. Let your spine be long. And find your breath, that Ujjayi breath, that victorious breath. Filling the body with the air, and on the exhale, narrowing the throat just a little bit. Like the sound of the ocean. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and float forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and step back on the right for a runner's lunge. 2 lanes of traffic. Keep the right hand down and sweep the left hand to the sky. Exhale the left hand down and step back for your plank. Bring yourself through flow, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, push to down dog. Inhale, raise the right foot and sweep it forward between your hands. You're going to take a pigeon here, so I like to bear weight into my block and walk that right foot over until that knee can lower a little bit and I can get that stretch in that outer right hip. I try to keep the ankle flexed and the shin parallel with that front edge of the mat. You can let the left knee come down to the mat is fine. And work to get the stretch in the hip. Nothing should be feeling in the knee. The knee should be comfortable. Walk that right foot back into the lunge position. And on the exhale, come to forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to the top. And exhale, hands to the heart. And release. Reposition yourself into your mountain posture, and we'll take that flow on the other side. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, stepping back to your runner's lunge on this side. Plant your left hand down, sweep the right hand to the sky. And bring that right hand down and step back to your plank. Taking a flow here, knees, chest, chin, elbows in. Inhale, lift the heart. Means acorns joining us. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left foot. And on the exhale, sweep it forward between the hands. Plant that left hand on the mat, walk that left foot over, and come into your pigeon position for this side, getting that stretch in the outer left hip. Each of us has a different flexibility in our joints, and so we have to honor the experience that's in our body. So please listen to your body and keep yourself safe. Just surfing the edge of your stretch, but not going to the point of pain. Walk that left foot back into the lunge position. And on the exhale, bring the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to the top. And exhale, hands to the heart. And release. And then find yourself back into your mountain posture, and we'll begin our second flow. So with this flow, we're going to begin in a chair. So feel your heels really landing in the mat, and then sweep your arms a little back and come into your chair, and then exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Bring all the weight into your left heel and push into that left heel as you come out into Warrior 3. So a focus point can be very helpful here as you extend the heel and the fingertips away from each other. Drop the back foot, coming into crescent lunge. Take the back heel and turn it down towards the mat. Warrior 1. 2 or 3 breaths here. Just keep that heel pushing into the mat and the forward foot pushing into the mat so that the 2 feet have the opposition of each other to gain the strength of the muscles. Now we're going to bring the hands to the hips and turn the back foot so that it faces the long edge of the mat. Heel toe over the front foot until the heel's in alignment with the arch. Straighten the forward knee, bring the arms parallel to the earth, float them out, and drop into triangle posture. Trikonasana. Draw that left hip way back so you feel the stretch in the inner thigh and the back of the leg. Breathing. Now putting some weight into that back heel, lift yourself very softly up into Warrior 2. Take the gaze out over the forward hand into infinity. And breathing, engaging that pelvic bowl with each exhale. Push again into that forward knee and turn the toes on the left foot to face the front of the long edge of the mat, coming into a star posture. Bring the hands to the hips, lengthen out the spine, and gently fold towards the earth. Slide the hands down the outside of the legs, coming down towards the ankles, wherever your hands land. A little softness in the knees. Keep them protected. And then grip on with your hands and gently draw the heart towards the earth, getting a good inner thigh stretch. Lift the tailbone. Breathing, never stop breathing. Plant the hands on the mat and take your block over towards the left foot. Turn the left foot to face the short edge of the mat. And take a side lunge here, stretching out the inner thigh on the other side. Just kind of breathing in and out of that stretch, that side lunge. Feeling into your body and how it's responding. And then walk your hands over to the other foot and repeat the side lunge on the other side. Right toes to the short edge of the mat. And the left toes to the long edge. Just lift and lower the hips. Using the breath here to surf that stretch. And then coming back to center, both feet facing the long edge of the mat. Heel toe the feet together until you're at about a 3/4 stride. Lower the hips and come up into your goddess squat. Cactus arms. Drill those heels into the mat and push them away from each other. We'll take some moons here. Exhale it down. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Push the arms out into a T and drill into the heels, lifting the legs. And then come back into that full star position, heel toe apart. Full straddle. The heels are out just a little bit more than the toes. Now we're going to bring attention to our right foot because we're going to be moving into a warrior two position on that side. So turn the toes towards the short edge of the mat. And then bend that knee and float into your warrior two. And breathing. 2 or 3 breaths here. Let the hips sink. Keeping that right knee directly over the ankle. And then straighten that forward knee, draw that right hip back, float the fingertips out, and drop into Trikonasana, triangle posture. And the gaze can be at the mat, to the side, or up into the sky. Coming back up to warrior two. We're going to transition the back foot into a warrior one position. So bring the back, for me it's the left foot, over just a little bit, and then sweep that left hand forward. So you're in a warrior one position. And then lift the back heel, coming into your crescent lunge. And then this is where it can get a little tricky because we're going to come into warrior three. So feel that weight land in that right foot. Hold a focus point somewhere on the earth, and then float it out as you lift the back heel, activate the back body, warrior three. 1 or 2 breaths here. Drop the back foot, crescent lunge, and exhale the hands to the mat. Step back on the right, and take your flow, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, looking between the thumbs, and on the exhale, step or hop forward. Coming to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then drop the hips and sweep up into your chair. Bring the hands to the heart. And exhale, splash out of the water. And release. And now we're going to find our way back to the other side of our mat. So let's repeat this practice on this side. So feel yourself land in your mountain. And then sweep into your chair. Bring the hands to the heart. Holding that focus point on the earth, the weight goes into that right foot, and you float it out into warrior three. Breathing. Drop the left foot back, crescent lunge. Drop the left heel, warrior one. Bring the hands to the hips and rotate the back foot so the toes come to the long edge of the mat. Heel toe over the front foot so you have heel arch alignment. Reach the arms out into a T and straighten through that forward knee. Float the hands out and drop that bottom hand towards the shin. Top hand reaches for the sky. Keep drawing that right hip for me back. For you, it might be your left hip. Feeling that long stretch. Then put some weight into that back heel as you float yourself back to warrior two. 2 or 3 breaths here. Let the hips sink. And then go ahead and press into that knee and bring both toes to face the long edge of the mat. Placing the hands on the hips, and then actually let's interlace the hands behind the sacrum. Draw the hands down and broaden across the collarbones. Lifting through the heart. Squeeze the glutes hard, opening up the front of the hips. And then release, press the hands on the front of the hips, lengthen out the spine, and lower yourself towards the mat. And this time taking that block, bringing it over to your right foot or your left foot, whichever side it is for you. Place the block here next to that foot and take the side lunge. And this time keeping the bottom hand on the block and then lifting the other hand up to the sky for a moment. And then switching, bringing your block over to the other foot. Let that foot face the short edge of the mat. Lower the hips. Put some weight on that block and lift the hand to the sky. Extended side angle. Bring both hands down, coming back to the center. Heel toe the feet together until you're at about a 3/4 stride. Drop the hips and come back into your God or Goddess squat. Exhale the hands to namaste, lower the hips. Inhale and open to cactus. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale down. Inhale, open. And again. Again. And push it out, lifting through those legs. Heel toe out to your full stride again. Little stretch and star as you lift. Lengthen through the fingertips and draw the pinkies back, the shoulder blades kissing just a little. Now bringing ourselves back towards the top of our mat. Turn your toes towards that side of the mat and float out into your triangle. Dropping the bottom hand, raising the top hand to the sky. Trikonasana. And then putting some weight in the back heel, floating into warrior two. The front knee lands over the ankle. Bringing that back hand forward and repositioning the back foot just a little bit so you have warrior one. The toes in warrior one are more at 2 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock. Lift the back heel, coming to crescent lunge. And now our little challenge, focus the gaze on your drishti point, holding it as you drill some weight into that front foot and float out to warrior three. The legs are a little more tired this time. 2 or 3 breaths here. Drop back to crescent lunge. Exhale and fold. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And taking your flow here, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale, meet me in down dog. 3 to 5 breaths. On the next inhale, looking between the thumbs, and on the exhale, stepping forward. Forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lower the hips and sweep into your chair. Exhale the hands to the heart. Breathing here. And splash out of the water and release. Letting the arms go just a bit. Now we'll step towards the back of our mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands forward till you come to plank. Take a breath in plank. Bring the knees down and bring the elbows to right where your hands were. Inhale and raise the knees, forearm plank. Try and make a long line from the back heels through the crown. Push into the forearms and exhale into forearm dog. Inhale forward to forearm plank. And drop the knees. Place the hands where the elbows are. Float back into plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down. Place the elbows where the hands are. Inhale, forearm plank. Exhale, dolphin dog. Inhale, forearm plank. Exhale, knees down. Place the hands where the elbows are. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, put the elbows where the hands were and inhale into a forearm plank. Exhale, dolphin dog. Inhale into forearm plank. Exhale, knees down. Switch the hands into the position and back into plank. Exhale, down dog. And pausing in down dog for a few breaths. And then we'll walk our knees through our arms and we'll come down for a little core work on our front side. So bring your block along with you. So we want to have a nice tall spine for core. So just take a moment to feel your bottom landing and the spine reaching up even as the heart leans back just a little bit. And you can leave your heels on the mat or you can cross them. And I'm going to use my block. We're going to exhale as we twist from side to side. Inhale in the center, exhale, twist. Keep the heart lifted. And switch the feet. Keep the heart up. Two more. Set it down. Lower the feet. Lift a little bit up through the hands and reach long for a forward fold. A little softness in the knees is fine. And then gently bring yourself down to the mat. We're going to start with a bridge here, so walk the feet right behind the hips. And if you have a block with you, place it between the knees. Squeeze the block. Roll the shoulder blades under a little. Exhale the small of the back towards the mat. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push the small of the back down. Feel how the tailbone rises. Inhale, fill the belly. And this time roll up into your bridge. Let the chin lift a little to keep the neck comfortable. Squeeze the glutes just a little to lift the hips. Feel the knees like arrows pointing to the wall in front of you. Squeeze that block and point. And breathing here. And with the next breath, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, unwind the spine and raise the heels. So you're drawing your tailbone towards the heels, letting each vertebrae come down. Cleansing breath, taking the block from between the knees. Bring the knees in towards the chest and place the block between the feet. We're going to do a little core work with the block. Raise the block up. Raise the arms up. Open the arms and the feet away from each other, pressing the small of the back down. And exhale as you bring them back together and drop the block into the hands. Inhale, open. Exhale, pass the block. Inhale, open. Exhale, pass. Inhale, open. Exhale. Open. Exhale. Once more. And then set the block aside. And bring the knees towards your chest. And draw some circles on your back. And switch directions. And continue to draw that right knee in as the left heel goes long. Bring that right knee out a bit to the right side. And then walk the hands up the back of the leg. Taking a bit of a hamstring stretch there and some circles with the ankle, one way and then the other. And then bending that right knee, bring it into the left hand. And draw that left knee across the body as the right arm goes out into a T, taking your gaze with the right hand. Long spinal twist. Take a big breath in and really try and let go in the body. And again. Slide the left hand underneath the right knee and bring yourself back through center. This time letting the right heel go long, bring the left knee into the chest. Let it drop out a little bit towards the left. And then bring it back in and walk the hands up the back of the leg. Getting a bit of a hamstring stretch there and draw some circles with your ankle one way and then the other. And then letting that left knee bend, bring it into the right hand and draw it across the body. And at the same time, reaching your left arm out in a T with the gaze following your left arm. Take a big breath in and release. And then gently lifting through the right hand, bring yourself back to center. Bringing yourself back through center. Bring your heels back up towards your hips. And take your block as you bridge up a little bit and slide it underneath the sacrum. Land your hips on the block. And then draw the knees in towards the chest. Make sure you feel stable on your block. And then float those heels towards the sky. Take a big breath in here. And exhale, release. If it feels good for you to stretch the heels apart and for an inner thigh stretch, feel free to do that. And with your next exhale, bring the heels back together. Big breath in. And exhale the knees towards the chest. Big breath in. And exhale the heels to the mat. Let the soles of the feet come together. And let the knees drift apart. And just rock the hips left and right. Reaching the knees for the corners of an imaginary room. And gently bring the knees back together and put some weight into the heels to lift the body off the block, setting the block aside. And then preparing yourself for Savasana. If you're in a cold environment, you'll want to put on some socks, perhaps an eye cover, anything that's going to help you feel comfortable. Savasana is our letting go pose. So let the arms and the legs come a little away from the side of the body. Let the spine be long. Begin to feel the weight of the body coming to the earth. You might bring to mind the inhale, joy. Exhale, peace. Inhale, fullness into my chest. Exhale, release my shoulders away from my ears. Inhale, I let my heart lift. Exhale, I yield my body to the earth. Inhale, I smile. I'm doing yoga. Exhale, I soften my brow. This is for me. Inhale the joy of this moment. Exhale the peace of this moment. Inhale joy for the world. Exhale peace for the world. Inhale. Exhale. Fullness. Release. Lift. And yield. Smile. And soften. Joy and peace. Joy and peace. Inhale joy. Exhale peace. Inhale joy. Exhale peace. Continuing to enjoy the stillness. We're beginning to find a little movement in your fingers and toes. And anywhere in your body that a little movement is called for, or your body is asking for movement. Taking a full body stretch if that feels good. And when you're ready, drawing your knees in towards your chest and bringing a little comfort to the low back. And then in your time and in your way, join me in a seated posture to close our practice together. Thank you for joining me for practice. Perhaps you can take this little mantra into your week of inhale joy and exhale peace. May you know peace. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful holiday season. And don't forget to hit the like. Send me some comments of what you love and what you'd like to see more of. And connect with me anytime. And don't forget to subscribe. Have a great week. Bye-bye.